The simulation hypothesis, also known as the simulation theory, has recently gained popularity due to an interview with Elon Musk.
40 years ago, we had Pong, like two rectangles and a dot. If you assume any rate of improvement at all, then the games will become indistinguishable from reality.
This theory explains the possibility that our entire lives and the world that we live in is just a complex computer simulation, that our homes, our emotions, friends, and family are nothing but computer code. This is a troubling theory, but not many people know where this idea actually came from. Philosopher Nick Bostrom is one of the primary originators of the following behind the simulation theory. In 2003, he proposed what he called the simulation argument. Bostrom begins his argument under the assumption that substrate independence is true. Substrate independence is the idea that consciousness can transcend through different media. This basically means that consciousness is not determined by what it's held in, so long as it's functionally the same as our perceived consciousness. Substrate independence is the foundation for Bostrom's argument, as without it, computer-simulated consciousness would not be possible in the first place. Bostrom continues his paper by explaining the computing difficulties in simulating human consciousness. He says that as of now, we're lacking both the hardware and software technology to replicate even one human mind. However, this could be an easy task for a post-human civilization. Assuming technology continues to advance at its current rate, we could potentially have supercomputers on other planets or even orbiting stars that would have the processing power to not only simulate one consciousness, but entire civilizations. From here, Bostrom goes on to express the probability that we're living in a simulation with three notations. FP is the fraction of civilizations that survive to reach a post-human stage. N is the number of simulations run by a post-human race. And H is the number of humans that existed before a post-human stage. Bostrom uses these three variables to show that the fraction of simulated beings equals the fraction of post-human civilizations times the number of simulations being run, times the number of humans that existed before post-human stage, all divided by itself, plus the number of humans that existed before a post-human stage. Bostrom asserts that the computing power of a post-human civilization would be so great that it could run millions of simulations all at once. This assertion led Bostrom to three different possible conclusions. Either no post-human civilizations are interested in running simulations in the first place, no civilizations survive to become post-human, or there's a good chance we're probably in a simulation ourselves. All in all, Nick Bostrom's simulation argument is not regarded by the scientific community since it cannot be proved or disproved as of now, and whether or not we're simulations probably won't change how we live our lives, but it is an interesting philosophical question to ponder.
What do you think? Are we in a simulation?